In this video, I'll show you how to integrate Padlet into your Canvas course. If you don't know what Padlet is, it's just a multimedia interactive tool with a lot of collaborative elements. So if you liked Flip back in the day using video for discussions and then found yourself disappointed in the way that Canvas did video, Padlet might be your next move. Padlet has a lot of different multimedia options for students to post responses to each other and discuss, including video. And as the instructor, you have ability to lock all that down in a variety of different ways that fits best for you. The first thing you need to do if you want to integrate Padlet into Canvas is to request a teacher account from Heather Crowfoot in the TLPEC. Once you have your teacher account, then you'll be at your dashboard and you can create a Padlet. You'll want to have your Padlets created before, and it's usually easier to create them with inside Padlet here versus inside Canvas. I've just found it's easier to do it here. To create a new Padlet, you'll just hit that plus make button there at the top, and there's a variety of different templates there to get you started. If you're really having no idea where to start, they do have this Learn tab with very short videos on a variety of different topics that will show you probably what you're looking to do. For the purpose of this video, we're just going to assume that you already have some Padlets started and we need to integrate them into Canvas. Let's go. I'm inside Canvas now in my course, and I am in the Assignments tool. So I mentioned that Padlet tends to feel more like a discussion. We are not going to use the discussion tools. We're going to use assignments. This is the way that we integrate it in. So here's a Padlet I've already created, and the Padlet shows up right inside here. The rubric showing up at the bottom. This is also for students, and I can scroll down and see their responses. How you set this up. So we'll create a new assignment by clicking the Add Assignment button in the upper right. You can put in some instructions into this box. Just keep in mind that a lot of the screen will be taken up by the Padlet embedded on the page. Scrolling down, you can set these settings as you normally would. The one we're caring about is submission type, and we do want it set to External Tool. We'll click on External Tool and then the Find button below it. Here, it'll pop up the Configure External Tool pop-up window, and we can scroll to the list of available tools. But we can find Padlet in there, and you'll just click on the name Padlet. In this case, for me, it automatically connected. It might take a little bit of load time for you, or it might prompt you to sign in to your Padlet account at this screen. You will see in the upper left, it says Padlet, and you're on the Chadron State College system. And then the right side, you should see your name and your username. Down below, it has all of your Padlets that you've created under your account. And then I'm going to use this Padlet Assessment for Learning. Just clicking on the name of it, it's going to bring you back to this page, and then you're going to hit the Select button. Now in that submission type box, you'll see that we have External Tool. We have this URL that's starting out with padlet.com. And then we have a checkbox here. I would not load this in a new tab. It looks slicker if we let Padlet load up on the page rather than up in a new tab. So I'm going to uncheck that box. From there, all these settings can still be used the way you would normally, and then we'll hit Save and Publish. When students come to this assignment, they'll see pretty much the same screen as you. They'll probably be asked to log in that first time so that we can integrate their Canvas account with their Padlet account. It's the same account, we just need it to connect. Once they're logged in, it'll pop up just like it does for you. You'll hit the orange plus sign or whatever color plus sign that button is for you to make your post. The students have right now a whole bunch of options. You can see all the options they have. As the instructor setting up your individual Padlets, you can lock these options down. So if you only want the students to be able to do video, you can set that up. Once the students create their post, the publish button will become active for them to post it to the wall, and then their posting will show up in the feed alongside their classmates. Okay, let's talk about grading these Padlets. So if I click on Speed Grader, it will show me who has submitted. So Heather and Becca have both submitted, but if I go to their submissions, it doesn't load in Speed Grader. That's one unfortunate thing that doesn't work yet. I'm sure it's being worked on, but it's not happening. We get this no preview available. So if you're trying to grade Padlet, we need to grade inside of Padlet. So I'm going to jump over to my Padlet tab. We're going to open up that Padlet, that is the assignment. On the right hand side of your Padlet, you'll see the 3 dots at the bottom. Click on the 3 dots, and then you'll see Gradebook near the bottom there. Click on Gradebook. First one is max score. I would just make sure that your max score has something to do with the assignment that you set up over in Canvas. So 10 points in Canvas. Let's make sure that, yes, 10 points in Padlet. Grade calculation, so this is just exactly what it states here, is if the student makes multiple responses and you're grading all those responses, how are we going to handle that score? Are we going to average the score of all the posts? Or are we just going to take the highest score? That's up to you. In this case, I'm going to demonstrate the average score for you. And then very importantly, we need to sync grades to LMS. We could grade, but those grades are just going to stick inside Padlet and go nowhere else. So if you're wanting these grades to jump over into your Canvas gradebook for ease, we need to toggle this. Now, anytime I grade one of my students inside Padlet, that score is going to jump over into Canvas. With all the settings made and syncing turned on, I just need to input my scores. So I put in 3 out of the 4. I'll put in my last score for Becca. It's going to average to a 6 out of 10. And then last step, you need to hit the update button in the upper right, and that'll cause those scores to shoot over to Canvas. Now when I hop over into Canvas, into SpeedGrader, we can see that now Becca's 6 out of 10 is in SpeedGrader. That is how Padlet integrates into your Canvas course. To start this process, remember that you need to contact Heather Crowfoot to access your teacher account. If you need any help along the way, please contact tlpec@csc.edu, and we are more than happy to help you.